Good day everyone, how's it going? Coming at you from the studio today, and this is day one of a bit of a challenge for me for the next 30 days. I want to kind of get a few vlogs out and just to show you what a day in the life or what sort of segments of my day look like and yeah, what I'm up to. So currently editing a project for a client over on my computer, and I'm in my office slash studio slash garage. As you guys know, I operate from here. So I just thought I'd bring you in on what it is. Today is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've been going since this morning around 10 a.m. Had to do something this morning with the fam, and then got back home around 10, so started my day then. Yeah, shout out to Scott as well and Levi Allen, Scott McKenna and Levi Allen. They're the two who prompted this. Scott had a challenge for 2019 for January to do something for 30 days, and his was produce some content, produce a vlog, document your journey for the whole of Jan. And then Levi Allen had another challenge, which is do something for 30 days and just don't skip more than 2 days. So I'm kind of combining them together. Maybe I'll bring new content that's like daily updates or every second day when I get a chance. I'm running on a busy schedule in January anyway, so I thought I would just do both of those challenges and mash them together and see what comes of it. I'm also inspired by Cody Wanner, who just finished 365 days of daily vlogging. Now, I'm not going to go for daily, but I'm just keen to do a little bit more documenting of my journey and bringing more inspirational and encouragement to all of you, and also making sure that you understand and that you know that it's achievable. You can do start your own creative business or pursue a creative passion that you might have. So hopefully this content helps you. Let's reframe this anyway onto the my edit screen, my Premiere Pro screen here, and I'll just show you some of the things I'm doing. I'm just cutting up an interview at the moment, so it's not massive and not a big thing that I'm doing. It's pretty mundane stuff, cutting up an interview, but I'm just making cuts and just kind of going through the process. So let's jump on over to the screen and we'll go from there, and you can see a little bit about, I'll talk you through a little bit about what I'm doing in the edit. Alright, so basically what I've done is I've just gone through a pluralize sync and I've synced up the audio in pluralize. Now I'm just over across in my timeline here and I'm just trimming up this edit. So basically I'll show you a little bit about the edit, what I'm cutting out here. So I've just kind of finished this part here. Already put a color grade on there just so I don't have to look at a flat image. So I've added a color grade in, and now I'm just going through and cutting out my dialogue in the footage. So let me show you what that looks like. What's something you really enjoy working in design each day? Something about the job, an aspect that you find like really floats your boat, I suppose. Just listening through and then cutting. And I normally run double speed here, but I'll just, for the purpose of this, I'll just run it at normal speed so you can see everything that
we
I'm
don't
doing.
have a particular style. So to me,
now Darren's great at what he does, but perhaps not so great at presenting. He is saying a lot and a lot. He's repeating words a lot, like and all the time. He's repeating things quite often. He'll say yes, 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 or he'll say and. So
coming up with new concepts.
I am trimming all that out. I have enough B-roll that I can overlay.
Have a particular style.
So I'm cutting a lot of that stuff
to
out.
To me, challenging. Every space is unique.
So there's a really good little line here.
So that's the thing that keeps me going.
It's kind of motivational for Darren and also for someone watching this.
So that's the thing that keeps me going every day, is that challenge every day to making sure that we nail a design.
And it's also connecting to the client.
You know, we're pushing the boundaries in terms of product and materials.
So this is a big arm here, but that little snippet there.
So that's the thing that keeps me going every day, is that challenge every day to making sure that we nail a design for the client.
So I really like that as part of his motivation for the ending. So what I'll do, I'll just bring it up one line so that it literally, when I come back to the timeline later, I can see that is above the line, and I know, hey, this is something that is worth coming into the final edit. So I'm already curating the content for the final edit as I go.
Changing people's lives, and we're making beautiful spaces for them to enjoy. We often say we've got the best job.
So he says, we often say we've got the best job because we are changing people's lives and we're making beautiful spaces for them to enjoy. So I think that's also a key point and a key motivation that's going to connect what they do with what their clients' needs are, and the fact that that's what they like about the job. It's not just about doing the work, but it's about meeting the needs of their clients. So that's key stuff that he's saying authentically. I'm not coaching him or trying to get this information out of him. He's telling me openly in this interview about his motivations for business, and it's not contrite or contrived. It's actually what he feels about business. So talking a little bit deeper, not just how I'm cutting this up, but also how I'm thinking about what this final edit might look like as well.
We're pushing the boundaries in terms of product and materials.
So again, an arm there, which I'll really cut out those flubs most of the time. And then I'll just check that it's seamless. I'll have B-roll to overlay over top of that.
We had a job just turn up the other day. It's in a basement of this beautiful old heritage listed place, and it was a full sandstone cladded area that we're going to be designing a cellar. So there's these little surprises.
It says a little bit too, which is kind of an Aussie thing, and I could probably leave it in a few times, but if you're saying it more than 2 or 3 times through a 1 minute or 1.5 minute edit, it's going to get too monotonous. So I'm chopping out that most of the time as well.
There's these little surprises that pop up. Even though I've been doing it for 12 years, we do get these odd rooms that come through, and that are just absolute joy to work with.
So he's talking about joy in what he's doing. So really setting himself apart from, say, just a big time company or other companies that might not enjoy it as much.
So that keeps me excited.
And he's talking about excitement, about that joyous aspect of what he's doing, and having excitement in that.
Fantastic. Because you've got passion, still passion for the business.
There's my voice in the background, that you can hear that, but
yeah, I think you have to. If you don't evolve, there's no point being in business. If you're not passionate, it's going to show in your designs, and it's going to show in your team. So, as the leader and the director of the business, you have to be passionate.
he's talking about his own personal motivations and reasons why there, which is also pretty good. But I might not use this, but I'll raise it. This is more like what he's kind of just talking to me about this. He's kind of not got the mind of the customer, in mind here, so this is more conversational. So perhaps what I might do then is I might raise up the really good parts I know of to another line, and then I'll put these second selects on this second line here. So I'm just building this interview into usable snippets, and at the end of that I might have 15 to 20 minutes even of usable content, and then I critique that further, and I come up with the key points that I want to put into the video that I'm building around this company. Now, we did an interview here that was double. The first part of this interview, probably up to about the 10 or 15 minute mark, was to do with Darren James himself and the company, but then we went into a particular property that they've developed and built, and we were basically talking about the property. So this video I'm working on now is this initial video about Darren James, about the company. So let me jump back over onto camera and I'll wrap this up with a few closing points. Alright, so there you have it, everyone. Just showing you a little bit about what I'm editing, what I'm doing today. And this would probably take up about 60 to 70% of my time. So I've got a couple of contract editors who, when I've got heaps and heaps on, I can farm out work to. But generally speaking, I like to control the edit and the quality of the story, the quality of how I build my edits, and that helps me to protect my personal brand as well. So this is pretty much how I kind of work on all my footage, and this takes up probably like 60% of my time is spent just doing this every day on my own usually. And so it can be interesting, it can get quite lonely, which is why YouTube's a great community, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you and the interactions that we have, when you ask questions and everything. And looks like I've got one now. Got a bit of love from Charlie Pangus. Thanks, Charlie. Appreciate you being on the journey as well. But basically, just just having a community on YouTube is good if you're on your own and you're sort of building something and you're home most of the day. But listen, over the next month of January, I'll be doing a few more of these types of videos, just bringing you in on the journey. Tomorrow I actually go in and I contract at the church I go to. So I'm contracting 2 days a week there just throughout January. So I'm actually going to take, on Friday, I'm going to take some footage of what I do there, take you on a journey there, show you what that's all like as well as part of what I do as a contractor, as a freelance video editor. So I edit for them. I don't do as much shooting and stuff, mainly editing, but I'll take you on that there either tomorrow, or sorry, either Friday, which is 2 days time from now, or the week after that. And yeah, and I also want to do some content around basically if you're thinking about getting into video production, or if you have started a video production business, how I go about getting business, how I develop client relationships, and how I've kind of got to where I am now. And I think we're tipping to do 2018 was a great year, probably did about $85,000 turnover with everything that we had going on, which is pretty amazing. I'm looking at turning over quite a bit more and growing the business quite a bit more in 2019. So this year I'm really excited to take you on more of the journey. Let's trial it in January and see if I can stick to the challenge that Levi Allen has set and that Scott McKenna has set. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in a couple of days. Bye for now.